Coinbase shares fell more than 10% due to speculation that the U.S. regulatory figures may restrict crypto staking. The CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, said it will be a terrible path for the U.S. if the speculation becomes a reality. Now, Coinbase revenue has dropped drastically over the last 12 to 18 months because of the bear market. Coinbase was also providing a staking program. 20% of Ethereum is staked on Coinbase and Kraken. So the staking was a nice way for Coinbase to diversify its revenue. And as a result, that's why the stock went down 10+%. So back in April of 2001, Coinbase went public, and it's pretty much been all downhill since then. And we could also say this is around the time, later that year anyway, where the US started hiking up the interest rates. And one of the first things to sell off is Bitcoin because it's seen as a risk asset, and all the derivatives associated with Bitcoin, including Coinbase. So I believe Coinbase is at the lows based on the chart, right? Discount prices down here, wholesale prices up here. And after a bunch of consecutive red candles back in July of last year, Coinbase did try to reverse, but we could not get any follow through. And back in January, we had a green monthly candle, and at least in early February, it did or was appearing that we would have some follow through to the upside, but that news just shot down price. So kind of where do we go from here? Let's look at the charts. So this green candle that, or was, yeah, this green candle that was green reversed at the 120 level. So we're going to say there are monthly sellers at that level. Let's go down to the weekly chart. So again, in January, early January, we had this extended green long range candle. We had some basin, and then prices continued to shoot higher. So this potential area might be a level of interest. We'll analyze that on the daily chart. And why I say a level of interest is because right here there are or were sellers. However, price based and then broke out of this basing area at $50, taking out the sellers that were here. So this is considered like a flip zone. Former supply becomes demand now. So let's analyze this a bit more on the daily chart to be sure. Okay. We're going to mark this as daily buyers. I'm not crazy in love with the zone. However, price did pause for about a week or two before moving higher. And I'm going to analyze that zone closer on a forward chart. Yeah, again, just to confirm, I'm not in love with the zone. However, I do anticipate price at least pausing at this level. Now, a lot is going to depend on what happens next with Bitcoin. I think we are near the bottom of the crypto winter, but a lot is going to depend on what happens to the stock market. Because as we've seen in recent years, cryptos have been correlated with the stock market. Now, if we do enter a bad recession, stock market is going to take another leg down. Cryptos are going to take another leg down. And Coinbase will then take another leg down. Let me just go down to the 2-hour chart and look at this area here. Okay, so I'm going to remove that and go back to the 4-hour chart. And if price was to bounce from this area, I would anticipate price moving deep into this zone here. Or one could potentially look for a potential reversing pattern like a W as confirmation that this is the level where price is going to reverse and move higher. So with regards to Coinbase, trade with caution, as we still are in a crypto winter. But once we get into the later half of the year and into 2024, where we have the next Bitcoin halving, we're going to see retail investors and Wall Street jump back into cryptos heavily, and that's going to be bullish for Coinbase in general. So down in these areas is a great area to start dollar cost averaging, and if you're doing that, this $50 level doesn't really matter, because if you have a 5 to 10 year vision or financial objective or time horizon, Coinbase is at least going to double, triple, and longer term potentially quadruple from the current lows.